Hi everyone, Steve Tickernan here with Pissing in the Wind, the Nationals edition. This is the Senior National Championships that were just held in Melbourne and Hawthorn on the 4th to the 6th of August. And I'm just going to go through some of my thoughts with the New South Wales team, obviously. Okay, so got the results here. So let's have a look at how we went. So in the 45 kilo, I'm just going to go from how they were published. Okay, so it's not in the order of sessions. We'll start with session 1, but it doesn't go in the order. So in session 1, 45 kilo women's, we didn't have any lifters, and in fact there was only one lifter representative. So the AWF and all the states need to work on getting some smaller girls involved in the sport. In the 49 kilo women's, there were 3 lifters with 2 New South Wales lifters. So we've got Western Australia coming first, and then we had the 2 New South Wales lifters, Jeanne and Kate, and Jeanne came second, and unfortunately Kate bombed out in the clean and jerks in that session, and only 3 lifters, so we definitely lost a medal there. In the 55 kilo women's, we had 2 New South Wales lifters, and they came 4th and 5th in that session, and they really couldn't have done any better than 4th or 5th. So well done to those 2. In session 10, as I said, it doesn't go in order. In session 10, this is the 96 kilo men's session, and in first place was New South Wales lifter Noah Milford, and then we had Brock Baldwin coming in at 4th, and he really couldn't have done much better. Mitchell Morris from New South Wales came in 8th, and then Steve Choi from New South Wales came in 10th, and then Tom Shannon unfortunately bombed out in the clean and jerk. In the snatches. And just to correct myself, Kate bombed out in the snatches, not the clean and jerk. Sorry. In session 11, we have the 76 kilo women's, and this is an interesting session, and I'll talk why. One of the big things when you're coaching, you got to make sure that you're looking at and you understand the rules of the sport, okay? And here, something drastically went wrong, okay, as far as I'm concerned. Something drastically went wrong to give Jay, the only New South Wales lifter in this session, 3rd place, because 2nd place by Tegan from Victoria and Ebony from Queensland. So Tegan came 2nd, Ebony came 1st. So if you have a look at how this session broke down with these 3 lifters, all right, so the first of the 3 would have been Tegan. She snatched 84, and then Ebony went out on 85, okay, and then those 2 lifters jumped up. So Tegan went to 87 and Ebony went to 88. So that meant Jay came out for her opening attempt on 87, and she missed it, which then means that Tegan comes out and lifts her 87 kilos on her 2nd attempt, and she got it, okay? And then Jay came out on 87, and she got 87 as well. Then that puts Tegan in the lead because Tegan did 87 first. Then Ebony came out and attempted 88, and she missed it. And then Ebony came out on 88 again and missed it. And then Tegan came out on 90 and missed it. And Jay came out on 92 and missed it. So at the moment, as far as everything is concerned, Tegan is in 1st, Jay is in 2nd, and Ebony is in 3rd, okay? We then go to the clean and jerks, right? And the first clean and jerker is Jay from New South Wales on 100 kilos. Ebony comes out on 103, and Tegan comes out on 104, and they all get their openers. The next attempt, which is what baffles me, the next attempt, because Tegan's in the lead, is Jay's 2nd attempt on 104. The same number as what Tegan did. So Tegan's in the lead on 87 because she did it first. She did 104, okay, first. So Jay comes out on 104 and is now in second position. Why didn't someone make Jay go to 105 to take the lead on 104 to 105? But that didn't happen. She went 104. Okay. So then the next lifter that came out is Ebony on 107. And then Tegan came out on 108, missed it. Jay came out on 108 and missed it. And then Tegan tried 108 and missed it. And then Ebony came out on 111 and got it and won the gold medal. So Ebony's on 196, Tegan is 191, and Jay is 191. Why didn't Jay, on her second attempt, go to 105? You already know you're in silver because Tegan snatched 87 before Tegan snatched 87 before Jay snatched 87. So you're already behind, which therefore means you need a kilo. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Someone's made a mistake somewhere in the count, understanding the rules or whatever. And to me, that's a bad mistake. That's cost a lifter from a coach's error. Session 12, the 102 men's. We had one lifter, Adrian from New South Wales, came third, and I don't think he could have done much better than third, so that's a good result. No dramas there. We then go to session 13, which is the women's 81, 87 and 87 plus. We didn't have any lifters in the 81 female category. In the females 87, there were only 3 lifters, so everyone's guaranteed a medal. And Annabelle from New South Wales got third, so that's great. And the 87 plus, the super heavyweight girls, there's only one lifter. So very much like the 45 kilo girls, only one lifter. So again, we need to get more super heavyweight girls into the sport, and that was a New South Wales lifter, Jasmine, and obviously being the only lifter, she got first place. In session 14, which is the 109 men's and the super heavyweight men's, which are the 109 plus. We didn't have any men in the 109 plus. So in the 109s, we had one lifter, and we had Jackson lifting in there, and he got first place, and he got first place by a long way. So congratulations to Jackson. In session 2, as I said, it doesn't go in order. In session 2, we didn't have anyone in the men's 67, but in the men's 73, we had Isaac, who came in second, Jack Yang, who came in third, Martin Kai Tran 5th, Nicholas Prodowski 6th, and Jacob Anderson, unfortunately, no clean and jerk. So another bomber. Just from a personal point of view, I was watching this session because obviously I got an interest in Isaac because he's a Bears lifter, and I'm the assistant coach of the Bears with Sam being the head coach. And it was a great competition, okay? They were all lifting against each other and all that sort of stuff, and it was great. It then got to the clean and jerks, and with the final clean and jerk, I saw that the New South Wales coaches put up 143, and I'm going, in my head, that's the right call. Great call. Whoever made that call was a great call. And then it went to 145, and I'm going, okay, obviously Isaac's feeling good, so he's going to 145, and he missed it. And we'll never know. We'll never know if he got 143, and we'll never know if James Delaney from Victoria, by lifting a few kilos heavier, would have missed that weight. But when you're a veteran lifter, okay, and you've been lifting that long, James and Isaac, that are the 2 lifters I'm talking about, PBs are pretty hard to come by. And as you get closer to your best, no guarantee that you're going to get it. So in my opinion, I think Isaac should have stayed on 143. Again, no guarantee that he would have got it. if he did get it, then that makes James have to lift that little bit more. No guarantee that he's going to get it. So I know it's all hypothetical, but I wish that Isaac had stayed on 143, but it is what it is. So can't do anything about that. In session 3, the 59 kilo women's, New South Wales had 2 lifters, and we had Rangi Rampal, who came in 3rd, and Pauline Aracida, sorry, terrible with names, she came in 5th. And again, when we're looking at the session, it was close. I don't think much better could have been done in that session. So really no complaints. It was just a good close session. In the session 4, the 81 kilo men's, New South Wales had Ricky Hang, who came in 2nd, and I don't think he would have got 1st. Leo Manny, who came in 4th. Ben Stockheim came in 5th. Philippe Chloe came in 10th. And then we had Mark Guzon, he bombed out in the snatch, and Osman, who also bombed out in the snatch. So 2 more bombers. It's not looking good with all of these bombers. In the 64 kilo category, there were quite a lot of lifters, so I just got to flick the page over. So New South Wales had Zoe de Guernsey. She came in 2nd, and very, very close competition between her and Brianna Keane from Victoria. But I just think that Brianna would have taken, she was had a bigger clean and jerk. So even though it was only a kilo difference, I don't think there would have been much difference to that. Verity Park, she came in 7th. Keela Barakat came in 10th. And then we had other lifters, so I'll get to the last one. Then we had Elizabeth Tan, she came in 12th. And I know she was extremely happy with her result, considering her lead up. And then we had Saba Shamoon, who unfortunately bombed out in the clean and jerks. So another bomber. In sessions 7 and 8 is the 89 kilo men's. And we had Patrick Hennessy came in 5th. Jonathan Santos came in 6th. And then we had Mark Grinham, who came in 12th. And then we had Hayden Dark, who bombed out in the snatches. And we had Cameron Ma, who bombed out in the clean and jerks. So a couple of more bombers, which I'll address later. In the session 9, the female 71 kilo category, we had Christy Dutra. She came in 4th. So I looked at this because Danielle Bagakay from Victoria came in 3rd, 1 kilo behind in front. So I started having a look. So after the snatches, we had Christine 1 kilo ahead of Danielle. Christine did 80, Danielle did 79. Okay, and then with the clean and jerk, Danielle did 96. So remember, we're 1 kilo ahead, so that means there has to be a 2 kilo improve. So then Christine came out on 98. Danielle did 100, and we went 101 and missed. They both missed their second attempts. And then Danielle went 100, which is the 2 kilos. Okay, so she's jumped up 2 kilos to take the lead. And then we did 101 again. And I don't see why that was necessary. Okay, we were already ahead, so just equal what Danielle was doing. But that didn't happen. And so we got 4th. So I think there's a bit of a little mistake there as well. Okay, so let me go through that again. Danielle, who who came third, snatched 79. Christy snatched 80. So we're 1 kilo ahead after the snatches. That means that Danielle has to snatch, clean and jerk 2 kilos more than us. Danielle started on 96. We started on 98. So we're now another 2 kilos ahead. That means 4 kilo difference. All right. So then Danielle went 100. We went 101. Missed. They both missed that one. And then Danielle went 100. Got it. Now she's ahead. We went 101 and missed it again. I don't see why we just didn't stay on 100. Just copy what the other girl was doing. We were already ahead. Anyway, we go to the best lifter stuff. So in the men, Jackson Roberts Young came second. Congratulations, Jackson. Great job. Noah came 7th. Ricky came 10th. Patrick Hennessy 11th. Isaac 13th. Jack 16th. Jonathan 17th. Adrian 25th. Brock 26th. Martin 28th. Leo 30th. Nicholas 35th. Ben 36th. Felipe 49th. Mitchell 50th. Mark 54th. And Stephen 58th. And then a whole bunch of bombers, which I'll talk about in a minute. In the women's, Zoe came in 4th, so congratulations, Zoe. Good result. Jay Daly came in 13th. Verity came 18th. Riangi came 23rd. Christy came 26th. Pauline 28th. Keely 31st. Vanessa 33rd. Jasmine 35th. Annabelle 36th. Elizabeth 38th. Juliana 51, Imogen 57th, Gian 56th, and then 2 bombers. Okay, so I'll talk about those bombers in a minute. As far as any records were concerned, I'm not concerned about records and PBs at national championships. Really, sometimes you just don't get them because you go for the win rather than the weight. Okay, so to me, not so important for records and PBs. If they come, they come. If they don't, I don't really care. But Juliana Ghetto, she broke the New South Wales Youth Snatch, the New South Wales Junior Snatch, and the New South Wales Under-23 Snatch. So that's great. Okay. So no other records were broken. As far as PBs are concerned, again, to me, not necessarily very important. Annabelle Thompson, clean and jerk PB. Ben Stockheim, snatch, clean and jerk and total. Cameron, a snatch PB. Christy Dutra, snatch, clean and jerk total. Elizabeth Tan, clean and jerk and total. Isaac, clean and jerk and total. Jacob Anderson, snatch, and Jay Daly, clean and jerk. Jasmine, a clean and jerk and total. Jonathan, snatch, clean and jerk and total. Juliana, snatch. Mitchell, clean and jerk and total. Nicholas, snatch, clean and jerk and total. Patrick, snatch, clean and jerk and total. Pauline, snatch, total. Ricky, snatch, total. Vanessa Chan, clean and jerk. Verity Park, snatch and total. And Zoe, snatch, clean and jerk and total. So, lots of PBs there. All right, that's great. But again, they don't necessarily come because you might be lifting to win rather than getting a total. And the medal is more important than the number that you got, because no one remembers the number. Everyone just remembers what medal you got. As far as my predictions were concerned, I've got them written down here. So obviously there was no 55 kilo men. So rather than having 20 weight divisions, it's 19. So I got 11 gold out of the 19 gold that were available, which gave me 58%, so not bad. Silver only got 4 out of 19, so 21%. And bronze 6 out of 19, which is 32%. Of the 57 medals available and my predictions, I got 39 out of 57. I'll explain why in a second. So 68%. Me as a coach, when I'm looking at the opposition, first thing you look at is, can we win a medal? How do we win that medal? Which medal do we get? So obviously you start with bronze. Yep, tick. Okay, we can get bronze. How do we win silver? Okay, we look at that. And then thirdly, how do we get gold? But the aim is to secure a medal, and generally try to secure that bronze medal first, and then work out silver and gold as the competition is going along. Okay, so that's my philosophy. That's what you look at. That's what you do. So I did okay. Got lots of medalists. Weightlifting's not rocket science as far as working all that sort of stuff out. But anyway, as a coach, you do your homework and you figure those things out before you even get to the competition, and then you make your decisions with what you see in front of you. Now, as far as New South Wales is concerned and the number of bombers, so there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bombers in the whole competition. Let's just check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bombers. We got 8 bombers. Okay. So when we look at that, we had a team of 39 lifters from New South Wales, 8 bombers, so 1 in 5 bombed out of the competition. All right. So that's not very good. That's total. Okay. So I'm just rubbing out my little stats here. So 1 in 5 lifters bombed out. How did that happen? Well, there's only a few ways that can happen. The first way is bad luck. You can't have 8 bad luck. All right? Bad luck can't happen 8 times. That's impossible. So what else could have happened? Well, maybe the athlete's home coach sent numbers with the lifter or to the coaching staff and said, here are the lifts that I want the lifter to do in the competition, whether that's just opening attempts or whether that's all 3 attempts. I know that happens. That's not a good idea. Okay. The coaches who are on the floor, and there are 8 New South Wales coaches, they certainly listen to that information, but they've got to decide in the warm-up room, live, when it's happening, what are they going to do? Okay. So one way is bad luck. The second way is that the home coach is sending something through. The third way is that the athlete, him or herself, has decided this is what I'm going to start on. I'm feeling good, whatever, right? And they've gone too heavy, and obviously they've bombed out as a result. The fourth way is that the coaches on the floor have over-predicted what the athlete is capable of doing with the competition in front of them and have sent them out on too heavy a weight. So I can only see 4 ways of that happening. Like I said, 1 is bad luck. 2, the home coach has sent numbers in. 3, the athlete has decided themselves, this is what I'm going to do. Or 4, a bad call was made by the coaching staff. So this has to be analysed. This has to be looked at. Okay, there can be no question that this has to be looked at. So then I started looking at, well, who were the coaches of the athletes that bombed out? So again, this is just the order that's in the results. So Mark Guzon, he bombed out, and his coach by the AWF website is Kyle Bruce. Okay, so I don't know who, what, how it happens with any of that sort of stuff, but either Mark or Kyle or the coaches on the floor need to have a look, well, why did Mark bomb out? Okay, who made those decisions? The next one was Jacob Anderson. Jacob had his coach, Peter Upham, there. So why did Jacob bomb out? Okay, he's got his coach there. Now, I don't know how the New South Wales coaching staff were allocated, got no idea. There were 8 coaches. Were they allowed to coach their own athletes? Was someone else going to coach their athletes? I don't know the system. Got no idea, okay? But Peter Upham was there and the athlete bombed out. Hayden Dark, his coach is Brent Taylor, and he was there. So again, same question. How and why did this lifter bomb out? What was the reason? Okay. The next one was Tom Shannon, Doc Mitchell's athlete. So the doc wasn't there to help out. So same thing. Cameron Marr, couldn't find a coach for Cameron on the AWF website. It's just got a blank, so I don't know who coaches him. Osman's coached by Kyle. So why again did this lifter bomb out? And then Kate Brown, coached by Troy, and Troy was there. So again, same question. And then Saba Shamoon, coached by George Shamoon, her dad. He wasn't there in the coaching staff. So same question. This can't be just brushed to the side. Having 8 bombers out of 13 bombers, having 1/5 of your team bombing out is not what you want. Okay, so this has to be reviewed before next year's national championships. Otherwise, you learn nothing from it. Honest questions have to be asked, answered honestly, and people have to be accountable for why did these lifters do that. These lifters, whether they made the decisions themselves or someone else made those decisions or a third party made these decisions, time, money, medical expenses, travel, accommodation, dissatisfaction at the competition, or whatever, there's all a cost to that. All right, so I accept that some just bombed out from bad luck, but not all 8. It's impossible. It can't happen. Don't care what anyone says. Bad luck doesn't go 8 times on a team of 39. So one thing that I was taught as a coach, right, and you can take this any way you want, your first lift, your first snatch, your first clean and jerk, that lift is for your state or your country. The second attempt on your snatch or clean and jerk is for your coach. The third lift is for yourself if you're going 6 out of 6, right? So to miss your first one is a fundamental error. To miss your second one, same, and third, the same. There is something that went wrong on that, on those 8 lifters. And whether it's their fault, their home coach's fault, or the 8 coaches on the team's fault, this has to be reviewed. Doesn't matter, okay? It's just too many bombers from a team. And I know that New South Wales came 3rd overall in the men's and the women's. I didn't look who was an individual lifter and who was a team lifter, and whether we could have caught 2nd or 1st in the team rankings, I don't know. Maybe we could have, but that's not the point. The point is that we had 8 people who unfortunately bombed out in the competition. It must be reviewed. So if I've upset you because you're that athlete, that home coach, or one of those coaches on that state team, I don't apologise for that. Okay, it must be reviewed. Anyway, overall we had the New South Wales team won some medals. That's good. Some people did some PBs. That's great. One person broke some New South Wales records. That's great. As long as everyone had a great time, that's really important. I'm pretty sure those 8 didn't. All right, so until next month, Steve Tickenon with Pissing in the Wind, and I'll see you in a month's time. Bye.